Alright, I had these all laid out, big groupings. This is actually one group, there's another group, and I got overwhelmed. I felt like, I am just not getting anywhere. I'm not getting anything done, doing a little bit on each one. So I decide to limit my scope and work on, 4 or 5 at once. So that was kind of the next step, to make a smaller grouping. All right, so yesterday I worked on these. I got quite a bit done. I should have filmed it, but I forgot. And I did what I normally do. I mean, I actually maybe kind of worked on 4 and then added one and added another as I found things. So I went through, now I made sure everything has a stamp, postage stamps, everything's got some pirate cancellations, from label to, and then a little space here for my letter that I'm writing to people. This one doesn't have as much room. We'll have to see about that. And I'm liking all these. I think these are good, and they'll probably change a little bit when I start to add this in the letter. I might think, oh, I need a little bit over here, or I need something else here, maybe some words or something. So this batch right here, I think all of these are done. So that's the front sides. So let's take them and look at the back sides. So we've got that guy and that. And this one actually, I feel like needs something here. It's not quite done. But I like the story of the ancient mariner. Somehow he's at the depths. It's an ancient story. It's an ancestral story. Maybe he's a ghost or something here. And let's see. So I have it signed here. Do I have this one signed? I didn't sign this one yet, so I guess I was feeling that one's not done. Okay, this one's signed. And this one is, actually, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put up what this was before. And I like this, but it had a figure over here, and her face was just getting worse and worse and worse. There was kind of a storm up here, which I liked, and I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. Maybe it was better, maybe it was worse. I don't really know, but this is where I'm at now, and I don't have this one signed, so I guess I felt like this one's not done either. Alright, so we've got this, and on this one, it was pink, and I kept feeling like maybe it should be white so that it didn't blend in here. And then I said, forget it, I think I like this pink, and then I changed him to white. So that guy's done, that's signed. This side, I guess I felt like that's signed as well. I don't know, is it done? I don't know. Okay, this one right now is my favorite. This is actually a drawing I did of my mom. I have these photos that my dad took of her when they were both in college. Madtown, Wisconsin, University of Madison. And he took all these beautiful pictures of her one day. She's wearing this pretty dress here. And I love copying those photos. And so this is that. And yeah, I don't know, I like how this all blends in here, the blue and the coral. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. This one, I like this too. I'm really into sharks, so I do like this one. And this one is a different orientation, which is kind of fun. And it has some patterns here. So a lot of these I use, like this is actually a print from a journal page I did. Some of these are prints from art pieces I did, and then I cut them up, and they're all reworked. So I drew on this, I colored here, I put this on her, I changed her hair here, I drew this here, so that even if I'm using collaged pieces from using prints that are copies from original artwork and journal pages, they all have an original hand in them, so that they're all original, one of a kind could never be made again. So I like this captain. I like her a lot. Okay, let's see what this guy is. Oh yeah, this guy. I like this guy a lot. He was also a print from an art piece that I had done called Sailor's Last Chance. And the guy is a little bit weird looking. I don't know. I do like him a lot, and all these ships here, his striped shirt, his crazy mustache, his hair blowing in the wind. I like that guy. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this guy, these two I think are also done. Okay, so this guy, that feels done. And this is kind of crazy how I've got these two different halves here. Kind of two different collage pieces from journals, but I don't know. I like how they fit together, sort of separate and then going together. Well, I don't know. I like it. It's weird. I like it. And this one with the lighthouses, these postage stamps. And most of these postage stamps are real. They're original. They've already been used and canceled, and then they're just things from my stash that I have saved for who knows how many years. This is a piece from an art, a drawing that I had done. I'm not sure about this coloring here, this yellow. Yeah, not sure about it, but I like the story in it. And that was something I wanted to go back to this one. On this one, I really did like the story that I was coming up with. The figure over here was Calypso, supposed to be Calypso sort of embodied story in it. And that was something I wanted to go back to this one. On this one, I really did like the story that I was coming up with. The figure over here was Calypso, supposed to be Calypso sort of female embodiment. But I don't know, it just wasn't fitting and it just wasn't working. So here's another sort of cut image where I have these two ships here. This one's finished, and I like the colors on this. I like all the patterns on it, and I like this map here. And then I noticed that I really don't have much space for a letter or a note. So on this side, and I like this a lot, this is also from an art piece, a copy from it, which I painted over on this person. Here's one of those photos of my mom that my dad took. I gave her a pirate hat. We've got a fish up here. And I think that here is going to be a nice spot for the letter. So this one's going to be a little bit different in that it has the letter on the back. And then we'll see that on some of these, that's not a lot. I thought I did it on more. Yeah. That I painted the edges here. And I don't know why I do that. I don't do it on all of them, but sometimes that just happens. So these are the ones that feel, you know, either done or they're getting there. Okay, so got this one, which I love. Again, this photo of my mom. And this side, I don't know what to do there, but I will, and that'll get fixed. This is a print from a painting. This side is done. I love this side. I think it's really pretty. I like it. This side was from a drawing that I did of a pirate. And then I decided that really needs to be a female pirate. So then I tried to make her a woman face kind of on top of it by painting out what was underneath. And then I feel like I just messed it up. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her. Try to find a different face or what. I don't know. There's some things here that don't seem to be working for me. Okay, this guy, nowheresville. Nothing happening. This guy still needs a lot of work. This guy is coming along. This side I think is done. This side is getting there. This is actually an original photo here that I painted in a little bit and put this flag up here. But that's my dad. And this, I can't really see her back there. It's possible that that's my stepmom. I don't know. Okay, this one, oh, I like this one a lot. I like how I made these little, I don't know, they look like lost map papers or something. And then this one is sort of, it's coming along. It's coming along. It needs some work. This one, I think this side is finished. I like it. We've got space for a note here, long note, little address here. So, as I get ready to post this, I might put a little something here. It feels like I could put something there, maybe a word or something. And these guys, that one's almost done. I like it, kind of simple. I just glued these guys on top. This background was already here when I showed up, and I added this compass rose here, added some words, and I actually realized after working on all these that I counted wrong in terms of how many I had sold and how many I need to make. So I'm going to need to make some more. It's kind of slow going, but I'm getting there. And then what I need to do, I'm going to go through my journal from that I kept in Florida during my self-directed residency there. And all those notes and journal entries I made, I'm going to start adding those into these letters, into here. And I think what I'm going to do, some of them, a lot of them, I'm going to turn into blog posts. Because as I was going through my notes this morning, you know, some of these stories are really long and they're really fun. And I can't possibly add all of that to here. So some of them will have a reference to that blog post. Maybe I'll have the date on it or something, something that signifies that, so that people can go and refer back to that. You know, and maybe some way to, maybe I'll also make copies of the postcards on there. You know, of course, without your name and address on here. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle all of this. But before I put my address on, which I actually did that with some of them, and before I do this, once they're finished, they're all going to get scanned front and back. And what I'm going to do for later fundraisers, because this is all taking me a lot longer than I anticipated. So what I'm going to do based on these is make postcard sets that will be printed, that then people will get, you know, 5 postcards or 6 postcards or something like that. So you guys are getting these originals, and you know, as I'm working on them, like, I do feel a little bit nervous, like, oh no, they're so bad, nobody's gonna like them, you know, people are gonna be mad that they spent so much on them. So I have to say, I am a little bit worried, you know. So as I work on them, I keep thinking, oh, that one needs to be better, that one's not good enough, you know, nobody's gonna like it. Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling a little self-conscious and nervous as I make these. So if you guys want to give me some feedback about that you like them, or you know, maybe even what some of your favorites are and why, will be helpful for me as I go along. I also like this as I'm turning them. Maybe someday I'll make like a postcard book. So we have this side to this side. You know, maybe there's a story that's going on here, because as we see them together, you know, as a two postcard spread here, you know, they become cooler and interesting, I think. So maybe there's a possibility for a published book there that would be cool, and maybe you know, has the whole story on there of all these fun things I discovered on the beginning of my journey. Thank you very much for your support. Juliana Coles, aka Captain Morgan Le Fay.